live dance. Yeah.
Put funk in it.
Yeah, it's because of all the awesome music that happens.
I know. It's been running for like an hour.
I know, and we were hearing it through Buffy's computer, and she's like rocking to it because it's like her favorite track. Just so you know, if you want to like get Buffy bopping, just play some of that intro Nintendo old school-esque music. It sounds very to me.
Okay.
Anyway. Hi guys and welcome to Sideshow and Tell. We are here with Sam Shackelford.
It's me.
What up? S Factor. If you watch our live...
weren't synced up. Do it again.
Oh,
okay.
Nope.
No, come on.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, if you watch our little unboxing videos, we created an unboxing team known as S Factor. And
we're not saying it's cool at all.
We're not saying
it's a thing.
But it is cool.
Yeah.
We're saying it's cool.
We think it's cool.
We think it's really cool. So you guys, again, thank you for joining us for Sideshow and Tell. We have like a lot to talk about, but we want to hear what you guys want to talk about. That's
for
what
sure.
this is.
Yes.
Interactive chat-based show. So shout out. Again, I really, really like Viet Bach Newman, Good Morning from Vietnam at 1 a.m. Because he told me everything I want to know. I love hearing where you guys are watching from and what time it is. Because time zones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I find them interesting. Maybe it's because of my husband and the time stone.
That's it.
I like Buffy just is like. So, Sam.
Yes.
I know that I'm bummed that we can't talk about this last episode of Game of Thrones with you specifically because after I watched it, the first person I texted was you.
It was me. Yeah.
I was like,
I could kind of tell.
I was like,
oh.
what?
Yeah.
So again, we try not to spoil. So we're not going to definitely spoil this past episode.
There are a lot of people giving their opinions online already.
There
it's like
are,
if you want like a good thing of it, you can just look on YouTube and it's like there's 10 million things about it already.
Yeah,
yes.
but you read the book, so you have an entirely different perspective on stuff. So in terms of the books, something that you pointed out to me was that like one of the themes in the books is like, what does it take to rule? Like how honor, like the honor of Ned Stark being so like to the book, to the letter of ruling was not enough. And birthright is not enough. So what is enough? And I feel like that's a good way to talk about Game of Thrones because it won't really spoil anything necessarily. We just can't say if anybody bit it in the past episode.
Right.
So out of the options that we have, do we have opinions on the final episode on Sunday if someone is worthy to sit on the Iron Throne at this point?
Personal opinions?
Personal opinions. Personal opinions.
Okay.
No, I mean it. Like Sansa or Tyrion.
Sansa would be cool. I'm probably gonna be the only person on planet Earth that probably thinks this. I think so we haven't seen Bran for a little while.
He's in a crow.
He's busy doing bird stuff.
And P.S. I'm pretty sure, not to spoil anything, but I'm pretty sure he's a horse right now.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Oh, you think he's walked into the?
I think that horse. There was a specific horse. So spoiler alert. There's a horse in the war episode.
Surprise!
I'm pretty sure one of the horses is him.
No, dude, she called Uber.
She did. She called Uber.
Met her outside right where she needed to be, and then she left.
We're like really glancing into spoiler territory right now.
You know what though? We're like tight-roping it.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Guys, there's a horse in the fantasy war show.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, but I think Bran is either going to. He's probably. Here's what I think.
Sorry.
He's either gonna.
I'm laughing. Finish yours and. So Alex says, I really hope Peter Baelish faked his death and comes back and takes it.
You know what? That's always a thing. But
really? He faked Arya slitting his throat?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Well, I mean, there's a lot to Peter Baelish that was never really gone over, but...
I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't read the books.
Could have been a face changer. Could have been one of the faces.
So he's a face changer too, and he's like, sucker!
Never know. There's a lot to Peter Baelish. But... So I think Bran is either going to go into the Godswood in Winterfell and either fuse with the Wirewood tree in there and just become a part of the Wirewood network and kind of,
Whoa.
Yeah. Or he'll become the king of the Seven Kingdoms. I think Bran would.
Bran?
Yeah.
Interesting.
that's who I'm going with. Really out there. I know, but like Sansa's very much in the north. She's very north-centric.
That's true.
Tyrion, I don't think... Tyrion would make a great ruler, but he's... Not a lot of people like him. He wouldn't be respected. He would always be fighting.
Yeah, but don't give it to Jon Snow or Dany.
I don't think Jon Snow is going to get it. Jon Snow is way too much in the camp of he doesn't want anything. If anything, I think Jon Snow is going to go back to the north and stay there.
It's really funny to me because honestly, I'm like, and again, minority opinion, I've never liked Jon Snow.
Mm-hmm.
I've never liked him. Like, I just never have. Sorry.
I really like Jon Snow.
He fails forward a lot.
Yeah,
he does.
In the context of the show, he tends to stumble and people pick him out of the fire. In the book, it's
literally
a little more...
sometimes.
Yeah, picks him out of the fire.
Called him the highest paid extra of the season.
Ooh, that's...
I mean, that's
doing him dirty.
I mean, I actually was thinking Cersei Lannister's the highest paid extra of this season.
Like, I'm gonna go on a limb. I don't really like those opinions when people are like, "Hey, highest paid extra," blah blah blah. It's like, dude. Come on. Like, do you really have to, like, nip at people's heels like that? Like, the people who get upset at Euron Greyjoy's actor, stop.
Oh.
He is an actor.
I feel like he's personally attacking me because
he's telling the internet to just stop
because I texted him how much I hate Euron Greyjoy.
No, I'm not attacking you. It's okay to dislike Euron Greyjoy as a character, but when you go after the actors who play these people,
I'm not okay.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Calling Jon Snow an extra because of any of his acting ability, they haven't used him.
Oh yeah, they have, and that's why I say it about Cersei because they haven't used her. She spent like most of the last 2 episodes just standing places.
And Jon
Spoiler
just
alert.
stands around reacting.
Right. Spoiler alert. She just stands places.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
we can bring
such a great actor.
I know. And then people who wanted her to get an Emmy for this final season because she deserves one.
No, you can't. You can't. It doesn't work that way.
She can't get one.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway. I really enjoy this because people are like, oh, we can bring people back? I want Ned Stark to sit on the throne.
Right.
Would he be an effective king when he
Ned
knows
Stark?
nothing? No, Jon Snow.
Jon Snow?
Fair. I agree. I don't think he would be an effective
I
king.
think he would be good at the guard.
Oh, yeah, head of the
Kingsguard.
Kingsguard. I think he'd be really good at that.
Sure. And if someone hadn't lost their frickin' mind, that would have been a really great setup.
No.
That's really skirting.
Wow.
That's really skirting.
So, hey, Orville got renewed for season 3.
Oh, nice.
I'm really
Nice.
excited about that.
Also, somebody had a question about, it was way back up there, buried, about It.
It.
Trailer.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen the first one, but
You haven't seen the first one?
no,
Oh my-
it came and it went, and I'm like, but it looks good.
Can we show Sam the first one?
The first movie, I'm down.
Oh my god.
No,
Hard pass.
Really?
Too scary. We're over here in the too scary camp.
Really? Because, okay, so Amy,
It's not that scary.
who runs our blog, hates scary movies, and she loves it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she
I
hates.
specifically didn't go. I mean, I read the book and I absolutely loved it.
Oh.
I would not ever watch any of it that was a movie.
no,
It's
I'm
not scary.
It looks
I'm-
like,
I'm-
it looks like Stranger Things.
It does.
Yeah.
It's-
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in the
If
same
you can
camp.
watch Stranger Things, you're good.
Wait.
I'm in the same camp as you, Buffy,
Okay.
because like I was the kid. I watched the what is it, Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. I spent most of that movie hiding under my blanket
See,
because I'm like,
I can't watch
Yeah,
that.
I can't deal with gore. So anytime there's a scary movie, I have to ask somebody like, "Hey, is it
Okay,
Texas
I
Chainsaw
can't- I
Massacre
can't
or is it
do-
Exorcist?" And they've told me like it's a lot less scarier than The Exorcist. There's no real gore.
No, there's
Have
not.
you seen
Just about
It?
every movie in existence is a lot less
Scary than
Yeah.
The Exorcist. Yeah.
Do I want to watch it?
I don't.
I
It's
mean,
one of those movies that I would.
it messes with your
it's
head.
not horrible, but it's.
Which
it's
one?
Not great.
It.
Oh.
It?
Oh, I liked it.
I don't need that.
I
I
just-
just need laughter and love.
I mean, they're
That's-
all actor.
She needs horrible, like damning to your
Dude,
soul.
Richard-
Oh, no, it's
No,
a.
like it was a fantastic movie, but it's not my genre.
Oh, that makes sense. I really, there's like, I think it messes with your brain.
Mhm.
Like, to me, it just messed with my head a lot, and I really liked it.
I love psychological horror. that
Someone's,
does that.
then yeah, you'll like it. We
Yeah.
should do a screening. I get it, horror buff. It's like, isn't exactly.
It's entertaining. My biggest gripe with that movie is that because they focused just on the kids in the first movie and they're doing the adults in the second movie, whereas the book went back and forth.
You feel like
too,
it's-
and I would prefer that.
Right.
To be perfectly
There's
honest.
a question for Sam from Joe.
Sure.
What's the scariest movie you regret seeing?
Mine actually is the OG Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It was so good.
I like got like sick watching that movie because it freaked me out, and it was also like
there's no gore.
There's two.
there's no gore.
No gore.
There's two.
Terrifying.
Psychologically, The Exorcist. I watched that when I was 12,
I just wrote that too.
and that messed me up. That has messed me up to this
For
day.
life.
Yes.
That's my favorite.
This
I
second
love that
one,
movie.
the second one is probably going to make a lot of people go, "What?"
Toy Story 3.
No.
Toy Story 3 messed me up a lot.
Hey, that
from
movie's heavy.
That movie's really heavy to the point where like I'm actually not excited for Toy Story 4 because of it. I'm only going for Ducky and Bunny. Anyway.
The second movie, it's a gross out movie to an extent. 8-Legged Freaks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because
There's one
okay.
scene in that movie where these guys are like trapped in these like spiderweb cocoons, and they're like, there's like muffled screaming, and you see this giant freaking spider come out, and it sticks like an appendage in them and just starts like sucking out their blood and their organ. I threw up. I'm like, I'm done with this movie. I'm out of here. Never again. Never again with gross out. I specifically avoid gross out horror. I cannot.
I only trust your judgment now on
Yeah.
scary movies because I'm right there with
Yeah,
you. Everyone else I don't believe.
Okay, did Susan ever see A Quiet Place? I did see A Quiet Place.
It's really quiet.
Oh, the one with John Krasinski. Yeah.
Spoiler alert, Jeff. Thanks.
Yeah. I have like anxiety problems. I did not like A Quiet Place at all. I actually had to get up and leave the theater a couple times just because I was on the verge of a panic attack a few different times during that movie. Like it's very
It reminded me of like
suspenseful.
it reminded me of a mix of I Am Legend and the Tom Cruise War of the Worlds. You know, when they're in the
Alright.
basement in War of the
Yeah.
Worlds and they're like avoiding all the aliens and being super. It's like, oh, that's like that scene extended to like an hour and a half almost.
The original Texas Chainsaw is based on a true story. Well, parts of it, right?
Well,
It's like
I
what's
think-
his name? It's Ed Gein.
It's loosely based
Ed
on
Gein?
Ed Gein, but it's not like that. That story didn't happen. It's just.
They took
what?
inspiration
Yeah, they took
and-
inspiration
and
for how he
elaborated.
murdered people.
Because he wasn't a pea-brain chainsaw killer.
No,
It
he was
just-
actually highly intelligent.
It just had to do with the fact that in that house things were made from people.
Yeah. Did
So
you
that's-
did you watch what's it? Mind Killer?
Yes.
The Netflix series?
Yes.
I loved that
That
series.
series
That
is
is a
great.
good series,
Yes.
especially because the guy playing Ed Gein in it is like just showed how intelligent
Yeah.
he really was as a person. I really shouldn't be like complimenting serial killers on this show, but I'm a big fan of true crime.
Arthur Schaefer has something to say.
Arthur Schaefer.
Arthur?
They are just scary movies, guys.
Yeah, they're just scary movies, but like when you have an imagination
I know.
or even some
That's my
semblance of an
problem.
imagination and you picture yourself in those situations, it's like
I think
it's nightmarish. It's
scary movies are important to the modern
Wait,
society.
was
subject.
Scarlett Johansson actually in
I
Eight-Legged
think so.
Freaks?
I think that was like
Freaks?
one of her. That was one of the roles that she did when she was like late teens, early 20s, something.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't think I've ever seen Eight-Legged Freaks, to be honest.
Not a lot
because-
of people
Well, the
have.
reason that because I saw David Arquette and went, nope.
David Arquette, I have a lot of respect for.
Most
He's
people
actually
follow up on David Arquette movies, so the fact that you did that just is in line.
he's an indie wrestler now.
He
David
is.
Arquette.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah,
He almost died too.
yeah. He was in a death match
That
with a
was
bunch
brutal.
of light bulbs and
Yeah.
a lot of
I'm
respect
sorry,
for him now.
what?
Yeah, he's an indie wrestler
Yeah, and he did.
and he does death
He
matches.
got in over his head in one match.
Yeah. Who was it? I forget who it was against.
Oh
but,
my God. Oh my God. Jonathan Sanchez did the audition, blew his mind. The
The
audition.
audition.
That's a messed up movie.
That's one of those things where like nothing's happening for a really long time, and then when it does happen,
You're like,
holy crap!
what the F is happening in this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should watch it.
No.
Actually, I don't, Sam, you probably shouldn't watch it. But I will show you it. I really do want to. I think you'll really like it.
Cool. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. And then after that, we'll have Sam back on the show, and he can talk about it.
How it messed me up. Yeah. How
And
it
I'll
messed me up.
And then I will
Wait.
say, I told you.
Arthur Schaefer says, "I love all scary movies are the best. I love all kinds. I usually laugh through most of them."
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you the same way?
Well, it's as I was saying earlier, is that they're like, for me, they're like fairy tales for the modern world, right? The whole point of fairy tales, once upon a time, was to show you how dark and evil the world is and to prepare you for it. And that's what horror movies do now. It's like boot camp for the psyche. And a lot of times, after a while, like you've seen it all, and some of it's extravagant, and you just start laughing because it's way over the top.
David Arquette is a WCW champion, world champion.
He was
Former.
Former.
Former WCW champion. It's kind of a big bleak in WCW's history.
Yeah, that got a lot of.
But
Sorry.
he is trying his hardest to make up for that because I think he donated all the winnings he got from that to a charity.
Oh,
I think.
well,
Yeah.
good for David Arquette.
And he originally didn't want to be champion. He was like, no, but they put it on him, and yeah, things went the way that they did, and he's always been like, hey, sorry, like, yeah, I have a lot of respect for him.
Someone's talking about The Strangers, which I love The Strangers in terms of
invasion movies are pretty.
they freak me out a lot.
The problem is that they all kind of follow the same plot line.
Right, but that's why I
only.
only really like The Strangers and I don't really like any of the other ones.
You don't need to see any of the other ones.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
good question.
And then have any of you seen The Babadook?
Yes.
I
I
haven't.
did.
No.
I really liked that one too.
I hated the ending.
I didn't really like the ending
Great movie
either.
Until the end.
It was funny because Ricky told me to watch it, and he actually owns the book.
Mm-hmm.
So Ricky told me to watch it, and then I was texting him while I was watching it, and then when I came to my office the next day, he put the book on my desk, and I was like, "You jerk!" Yes. What
was the
Buffy was
question,
trying
Buffy?
to point out a question.
Were you?
It was
Oh,
yeah.
Michael
What
Lampkin. What scares you more, creature films like It, Nightmare on Elm Street, or situations that could really happen?
Wow.
Situations that could really happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw actually Freddie. If you listen to our Alien podcast, our Then and Now podcast that dropped on Monday, we talk a little bit about our experience with horror films. Kitty and I do, and I was never.
Alien.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was never afraid of Freddy or Jason because to me they were so unrealistic that they didn't scare me. But the first movie that ever terrified me was Alien.
That is
So-
a fantastic movie.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that
I
is
don't know.
something that could conceivably happen. 'Cause
I mean-
it's gargantuan.
it could conceivably happen once we progress into exploring other planets in
Yes.
deep space and come across other life forms
Or they could come to us.
or they could come to us like in AVP Requiem.
Ew.
Your mind went to AVP Requiem?
That's the only alien movie really.
Independence Day? Got
That's
him.
not in
She
the
was
Alien
saying
franchise.
specifically.
Oh, okay,
Like alien,
okay.
alien, not alien, not like.
Come on, Sam.
I'm like
Follow
alien
the
invasion
progr-
movies and you pick Requiem?
Yeah, it's my favorite,
What about Mars
obviously.
Attacks?
Mars Attacks.
She loved it because you can't see anything in it. It's just black all through that entire movie.
Yep. That's why I really love that
Episode of Game of
episode of
Thrones.
Game of Thrones, even though it didn't bother me at all.
Full circle.
Paul Rip, Alien is my all-time favorite movie. Yeah, it is.
JJ has a question.
JJ, where's
Yes.
JJ's question?
Down.
Down at the bottom? Oh, did Sam read all the books in front of him?
I've read. I'm
you
halfway.
just had to bring up the books.
I've read through these top two, and then these bottom ones. I'm actually in the middle of reading Bone still. She's doing.
Just trying to
She's
catch
doing her
up.
cat-like reflex. I'm just gonna back there.
In case you guys don't know, I'm a cat in a human person body. So I push
The,
things.
the bottom books I haven't specifically read, but they're just series that I'm very much into, like World of Warcraft, Mass Effect. Like World of Warcraft, I played for like over 13 years. Like, yeah, big chunk of my life went into that. And then Mass Effect, I was really into. And then what's the other one again? Oh, Mad Max Fury Road.
I have a question.
Love that movie. Yeah.
Do you read Do you read multiple books at once?
I try not to, but sometimes I do. Like,
Are you in the middle of those two books right now?
yeah.
So
I
Yeah,
can
the answer is
read
yes.
2 books at the same time if they're in the same world. Like,
It's not hard to read 2 books just like you watch multiple TV shows
Yeah.
Right.
at the same time.
but
I read
like,
multiple books at the same
I was
time.
reading the Padme book and then also Master and Apprentice, and they take place around the same era of Star Wars history. I mean, Master and Apprentice actually takes place first, but it's really interesting to see how the politics in Star Wars
How
has
kind of
changed.
one
Yeah.
supplements the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay, I could see that.
Do you play Elder Scrolls Online?
Do I? Elder
Well, I
Scrolls
don't.
Online.
So
I don't play Elder Scrolls Online. The only MMORPGs I've played have been World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV.
mass
Massively
multiplayer online role-playing game.
Yep.
Yes.
Matt Oldfield read Neuromancer, so you guys can have a book club.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm halfway through it right now. It's Case has just like done this thing where he's able to like put his mind into Molly's body.
Warg.
Ooh.
Yeah. Through technology.
Robert Tremaroli wants us for to be a book of the month, and you host the video that we discuss.
I can do that. That's like something we've been like,
I say
But-
you should host, pick the book, and
Yeah.
post it.
Yeah.
ooh, that'd be so fun.
Buffy and I haven't been trying to get that going at all, but we're supposed to take it one step at a time.
One step.
But
One
Robert
step
suggested
at
it,
a
and Sam
Right.
agreed, so it's
Right. So now we have a host.
Cool.
Yay.
High five. Host. So that's step 1.
Second step is to pick a book. Hey, look, Arthur Schaefer has the new Stephen King book sitting right next to him.
There you go. What is the title of that
which one
book?
was that one?
Yeah, what's the title? I'll read that too.
Arthur, what's the title?
But no, Buffy and I have a tendency to get really excited about something and just roll with it.
So we have to be told.
So we have to be told to like pump the brakes and take things one step.
Can I point out Daniel Manser just said Lalafels? That was my character in Final Fantasy XIV. I was a male Lalafell, and I always dressed him up as like a little chef, and I would just walk around town making people bread. I loved doing that.
That's adorable.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about anything he just said, but I adore a little guy who walks around town giving people bread.
Lalafels
Now I
are
want
like
to sing Belle.
Yeah, Lalafels are like about the size of Rocket Raccoon. So yeah, they're like little.
Frank has
gnomes.
a question.
Frank? Oh, who's your favorite Batman?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought about this question too. I didn't. Huh?
There's someone I really want you to say.
Oh no! Now you're putting pressure on me.
Don't influence his decisions.
I want him to say it even if it's not true, and then correct it if it's true. Or correct it if it's not true. Or
There's so much pressure right now.
You should be prepared for this.
No,
I know.
I
you
thought
sit
about it.
in
I'm
the
like,
booth every show.
I'm like, who am I gonna say? Oh, jeez. First off, I want to say they're all great. This is not me copying out. I will definitely give a one answer. They're all great. I like every single one of them. I would say. Say what? I don't know what you're trying to imply. Wait. No.
I'm sure that it's not true. It's just a really cool thing about you.
Oh, wait, that was Val Kilmer. Yes, okay, yeah. I thought that's what you were going for, but I'm like, wait, no, is it something different? Yeah.
No, that's
Val
exactly what I'm
Kilmer,
going for.
For sure.
There's a question that someone's been patiently asking.
I know. I'm going to get to it after the Batman question. I see it. I see you, Viet Bach Nguyen. Anyway, I'll ask you in a second.
Yeah, Batman Forever.
And he has a
Val
crew
Kilmer's
jacket.
Batman. Yes.
He has a crew jacket from that movie.
That was a gem of a thrift store find. It's technically not mine. It's a friend of mine, but like
still,
I borrow it. I love that
It's
thing.
so cool. He let me borrow it once because it's
so
amazing.
cool. Yeah.
It's really warm.
That was one of the very first. That and Casper. Those were the two first movies that my parents took me to go see when I was very young. And I love the crap
I
out of
love
that.
Casper.
Yes. I loved Casper so much.
Remember Me This Way used to make me cry when I heard it because I was like, they can never be together because he's a ghost. Okay.
We found the name of the. We'll come back after you. We have the Stephen King book. So you.
Okay,
first,
cool.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll tell you about it.
Okay. Have you guys seen the new Netflix documentary about Ted Bundy?
I haven't. No.
I have.
I haven't watched it yet.
I have watched it.
Wait, did you watch
I also watched the Zac Efron movie as well.
the Efron movie, and then there's the tapes?
Yes,
So you
I watched
both.
the tapes also.
Okay.
Yeah, Ted Bundy. I went to University of Washington, so I've like been weirdly obsessed with Not at the time period. I'm way too young for that.
Okay, I was gonna be
Come
like,
on.
dang, that's horrifying.
I'm way too young for that. Like, come on, I'm
Well,
like
no,
20
no.
years
I was like,
too
no,
young for
no,
that.
My thing was like, oh man, that must have been freaky living in the same area that not the same time period, but the same area.
Actually, I did live a block away from where one of them took place.
Jeez.
That was pretty creepy, but I've been like weirdly obsessed with it.
That's why I was like,
Yeah, because of that and that area. And anyway, and especially because like his longtime girlfriend worked at the University of Washington campus as well. Anyway, so yes, I watched the tapes. Yes, I watched the Zac Efron movie. I very much enjoyed both. So recommended from me. And I actually think Jeff will really like it as well. The tapes specifically, more so.
The tapes I'm interested in.
Hey, did you watch that Foot documentary yet?
I haven't.
Don't-
Damn it!
What?
ew,
Well,
gross.
it's a leg, right? More than just a foot.
It's like
Not any better.
Oh,
the one that the tattoo guy was Rick.
God,
Rick.
that's
Okay, so last
gross.
week on Sideshow Live,
Oh,
Rick Scalamaro,
Yeah.
he who has the most Marvel tattoos and has the Guinness Book of World Records for it. He was talking. Yeah, really cool dude. So we were having lunch with him, and he was talking to us about like, you know, it comes up. What are you guys watching on Netflix or streaming services? So on Amazon Prime is this documentary called Finders Keepers, and it's about this guy who buys one of those storage units from auction.
No, it's a.
No. He
Oh,
buys
is
a
it a
storage
storage
unit from
Oh.
auction, and inside the storage unit is
It's
a
a
smoker.
smoker.
Okay.
And inside the smoker is a human. It's like half of a leg. It's not the whole leg. It's basically knee down.
Right.
is it like preserved?
It's
just-
mummified
No.
in the smoker.
Ugh.
And it's about, so this guy wants his leg back.
Oh.
Yeah, because he lost it in an accident.
Right, but it's actually like he lost it in an accident where his father was a pilot, and they were flying like a little biplane, and the accident was that the little biplane crashed, and it's actually his father passed away in that accident, so he wants his leg
To
back.
remember his.
to remember his father, even though it's like his leg, not his dad's. I don't know. It's really complicated. The
Right.
point is that there's like this huge thing about this guy wanting to keep the leg because he bought it in an auction. It's his. Finders keepers.
I don't know what's more gross: preserving your leg or wanting to keep someone else's mummified leg. That's so. That's
He
just,
wanted to charge people
Both are
for
pretty
it.
Bad.
I
I
think
think both
both-
are pretty bad.
I think both stances are legitimate.
there are
But
problems.
it's funny
in this
because
world.
like it was in South Carolina, North Carolina. It's
One of
somewhere
those areas.
in that area, and there is like a finders keepers law.
Wait, was it Louisiana?
No,
No.
it was not Louisiana.
Oh, I think Louisiana popped in my head because it's in the shape of a foot. Never
Yeah,
mind.
Because it's in the shape of a foot. Just because it's in the shape of a
I know.
foot doesn't mean there's just people giving away feet
I
over
mean, I would
there.
have said either Louisiana.
Very episode of Sideshow and Tell.
Yeah, I would have said either Louisiana or Florida.
Des is like, I'm so grossed out right
Yes,
now.
Desiree, I'm right
Frank, never skip leg day.
Never skip leg day.
Gross.
Ugh.
Gross.
Let's talk about book club.
So book club, what was the name of the Stephen King
It's
book?
called The Outsider.
The
I'm gonna
Outsider.
drop the link in. It came out last year, but it looks like they're also going to be making a series out of it.
Oh,
It got
that's
really
even
good
better.
ratings on Goodreads and on Amazon. Like, people like it. It's horror fiction.
I like that people are like, this is a real story. Yeah, it is. There's a documentary
story.
because there's a finders keepers law. So the first book of Let Your Book Sideshow, because that makes sense, right? Let Your Book Sideshow, or you can come. Actually,
Yeah, let your book side show.
but also
Well,
Sam,
no.
by the way, is
Maybe
the
it's
one
Sam.
that named Sideshow and Tell.
Yeah, we'll let Sam come up with the name. We'll let
Yeah,
him
so
do one.
Sam can decide the name. He's clearly good at naming.
Okay.
Do you have names for your kids already?
Yeah.
You really have already picked out names for your kids?
Yeah.
Are they from Dune?
Samuel, because I'm Samuel the Fourth, so it's got to be Samuel the Fifth.
Huh?
You're Samuel the Fourth?
Yeah,
The
that's the
fourth?
only reason I don't have an Italian name. Like my brothers are Giovanni, Lorenzo, and Domani, and then mine's just Samuel. So I get the boring first name.
But you get to be the fourth.
Exactly.
You get to have the legacy name.
Yeah. So Samuel,
Samuel.
not Samantha if it's a girl. If it's a girl, I'll name her something else. But if it's a boy, Samuel. Because, yeah.
Does your future partner have a say in this? Or not?
If she wants.
Isn't she the one making the thing?
Yeah, true.
Just
I
be
mean,
warned, there's
I give him a
usually issues with part 5. Just know, part 5s are
Yeah,
never really that
true.
good.
I mean, Aegon the Fourth was kind of like an a-hole, and then
But,
Aegon
like-
the Fifth was Aegon the Unworthy. So, but Aegon the Sixth was Jon Snow. So, whatever. Getting into Game of Thrones again.
But then the fifth is the V.
Yeah.
Also, so he could be Sam V.
Sam V, and as opposed to Sam C. So, true.
Isn't that the 100th?
No, that's his last name.
Oh. I was like, well, C in Roman numerals is 100.
100,
Yeah. Okay. I'm not crazy.
Well,
I can confirm that finding an abandoned foot is not uncommon in Louisiana.
Oh, what a nightmare.
I felt cheated when I was there now. I didn't get a foot.
You didn't get a foot when you went to
I
Louisiana?
think the word abandoned is superfluous. I think if you find a foot, you can assume it's abandoned. Not like it's purposely placed.
Or maybe it was taken.
Lost.
Maybe it's planted.
It's taken
Yeah.
from there. Samara for a girl. Ooh.
Samara. That's cool. I always
That's
pictured,
also the name of the girl in the ring.
I already
Bringing it back to
know.
horror.
I already know if I would ever have a
Stop
girl.
bringing it back to horror.
If I ever had a girl, I know this would immediately get vetoed, but I'd always want to name her Lilith.
Because of Frasier?
No, just no.
Just had to
No, if I'm gonna name somebody, off of Frasier, it'd be Niles
Nice.
for sure.
Then, yeah.
'Cause Niles
Niles
is
is the best on
Yeah.
Frasier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's all go to Louisiana and find a foot.
All right,
No.
field trip.
Let your
You're
foot
in
size
Louisiana. It's in the
go.
shape of a foot. You found your foot. Now leave.
No. Is the Orko 6 scale figure back in stock?
So,
It should be.
Did
no,
we have
wait,
it? No,
Orko
th-
6 scale.
Are you talking about the Orko 5th scale statue that's from Tweeterhead, done in partnership with Tweeterhead, that's part of our Masters of the Universe collection?
But
Diana?
30 seconds to get the answer.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but I do enjoy
Oh, that's the one with the book.
yes.
Right?
Yeah, but that's
The book's exclusive.
that's the yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
that's also still the statue, not a 6 scale figure. Ooh, Ripley. Ripley's a good name. Except that I have like 6 friends who have dogs named Ripley, so I couldn't name a human Ripley because I think of it as a dog name.
I always feel like you're cursing that child too, because they're gonna be up in space.
Yeah.
Being terrorized.
But they're gonna look great in underwear because she looks really good walking around
The
in her.
answer is no, they are still sold out.
Oh, they're still sold out.
Emily
I'm sorry.
Code. No spoilers, Sam. What am I spoiling? Game of Thrones?
I don't know. You said the different names of the Aegons, so she can get
True,
over it. That's
true.
not even in the show. Also, where is Odium?
That's a good question.
That is a really good question that
Somewhere.
we can't answer here because we don't work for the court team. And if you want, you can head on over to, actually, the best way to get the Where is Odium question answered is to head on over to sideshow.com, click the Coming Soon, or the What's New tab, then the Coming Soon section, go to Odium and sign up to RSVP.
I'll drop the link. I'll find it.
Drop a
Yep.
link. Working at Sideshow, you probably travel to a lot of cons. Is there a place you'd love to visit but haven't had an opportunity yet, and why that place?
Austin, Texas. Food.
Okay.
Yes.
Sam is my favorite.
Austin, Texas.
Wow.
I'm also a little biased because I like Rooster Teeth and I'd love to go to RTX and yeah, Austin, Texas. Yeah.
Wow. He answered that way too quickly, and now I don't have time to think of it. I mean, actually, Jeff, one of his jobs besides being the producer, is our events manager. So where would you like to go? I mean, anywhere? Because anywhere, like, I'll pick, like, Tokyo
Yeah.
or freaking Middle Earth. Like,
I feel like you'd want to go to either Maine or Iceland.
he's
I've
been
already
to
been to
Iceland,
You have?
and he ate hot dogs there.
And
Nice.
they were fantastic.
Yeah, the
Nice.
best hot dog ever apparently is in Iceland.
Yeah, it was so good.
I
I
remember
don't doubt
stories
it.
people
I don't
tell
doubt
me.
But it's also the cheapest food there, because Iceland is insanely expensive.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Insanely.
What is
Island.
this?
Because it's an island.
Everything's imported.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
And
the same reason
taxes on
Hawaii is
it are
so
really
expensive.
intense.
My family's from Hawaii, and my aunt, when she comes to visit us on the mainland, always wants to go to like Gap and Old Navy and just buy tank tops because they're like
Super cheap.
they're super cheap here, but in Hawaii they're not super cheap. Like Old Navy's not like the place where you can go buy like 3 for $10 tank tops. It's the place where every tank top costs like $15. Yeah. Does Sam cook, and what is his favorite dish?
New York sirloin steak. Yeah.
Sam's cooking for me sometime.
Yeah, I cook
Yeah.
a lot. I cook a lot of
I didn't know that.
the macaroni and cheese that Terry Crews talked about once upon a time. It was he did something for
So Sam cooks New York sirloin steak and Terry Crews macaroni and
yeah,
cheese.
Terry Crews' macaroni and cheese.
So
thing.
this is what's happening. We're gonna get a copy of it. We're gonna rent out a screening room. Sam is gonna make us this dinner,
Oh, I love doing that.
steak and mac and cheese,
Yeah.
and then we will all watch it. And none of you are invited, just us in this room.
Baked asparagus, baked potatoes.
What?
Yeah. And ice cream. I don't
Like
make
on
ice cream.
top?
No. Just at the
Like
end of
all
it.
in one big
You
bowl.
have
Just
to
all in
add-
one bowl. This is a Sam bowl, like a Sam Health bowl. It's like Terry Crews mac and cheese is the base instead of like quinoa, and then he has roasted asparagus, a baked potato, a sirloin steak with scoop ice cream on.
I'm looking for a good excuse to make some of that macaroni and cheese and bring it here, just because like my stepdad, he pulls me aside at every family event. He's like, "Did you bring the macaroni and cheese? Did you bring the macaroni and cheese?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got it right here." He's like, "Thank you." Like he'll just dig into.
Why have none of us had this mac and cheese? I love mac and cheese.
He's hoarding it all to himself.
Vietnam never have a Comic-Con. Such a bummer. Hoping that you guys come visit Vietnam. Visiting Vietnam would be great. I hear it's beautiful. The
That'd be
jungles
amazing.
and the hiking over there.
I know. I think they host, is off topic, League of Legends tournaments out in Vietnam now. Could probably hit those up, but yeah. Sorry.
Des says Iceland ruined hot dogs for me because they're so good.
Dang,
Yeah.
that good?
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Because like here, where it's like basically what meats left over make up your hot dogs. There, it's beef and lamb, and that's it.
Oh wow.
So like when you eat it, it's a quality meat. It's so good. And they put
I almost forgot.
onions on there, just regular raw onions,
Uh-huh.
and then like those dried onions on top of it as well, so you get like this
Ooh,
crunch and
right.
oh man, it's so
Dang.
good.
JJ Joe's invited to at night because he's gonna bring lobster, and that's
Hell.
essentially my favorite
Heck yeah,
food.
sorry.
I love
With
seafood.
Robert.
Yeah.
I agree
Robert.
with Robert completely.
Sounds like Sam needs his own cooking show. We also talked about a cooking show.
We have a cooking kitchen.
We do.
I am not organized enough to host a cooking show. When I'm in a kitchen cooking food, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare and a half.
Let your baking sideshow. Also, everyone thinks that we should maybe do a convention in New Orleans because of the feet
Boo,
that would be
no.
there.
I'd love to go back to New Orleans. I love that town.
Yeah,
Love that town.
interesting. I've never been. I've never been to New Orleans at all.
There's nowhere else like it. It's like its own little world. It's awesome and weird.
I hear that like cops are really strict about really random things. Like they're not strict about the things that you think they would be strict about, but they're strict about other things.
I had no run-ins with cops while I was there, so I don't know.
Come on, Jeff. You didn't do anything.
He knows how to
Well,
avoid the law.
Oh, that's true. He just didn't get caught.
We were
Fair.
there during Mardi Gras. There's so many people.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's actually like a bucket list thing for me. I really want to go during Mardi
Same.
Gras.
I would
Same.
love to go back when it's not Mardi Gras, just because Mardi Gras is really intense. But I'm glad I did it. Yes.
Sam, if you aren't making a mess while cooking, you're doing it wrong. So
True.
Support for our cooking show happening.
A lot. Booyah!
That was time.
Noise.
It's
Is that
time.
poison ivy?
Yes,
It is.
to do a giveaway. Oh, and then Viet Nguyen says that is correct. They did host a tournament here, and if you guys want to come to Vietnam, then come to Hanoi and try the street foods.
Word.
I have heard that Hanoi street foods are really good.
And Tim says, come to Emerald City Comic Con. I was there.
Yeah.
Mic drop. You didn't see me and say hi. Rude.
There's
I put this on you, Tim.
That's one of the things I'm looking into for next year.
Sorry.
Nice.
This is the Shomarasi Artist Alley series. I actually have the Catwoman that goes in this series. Shomarase is amazing. I met her at WonderCon a few years ago. She's super, super awesome and nice and
Do we
cool.
want to take her out of the box and look at her, or we just
I mean, Sam clearly wants to, so let's let him do it. So I will think of a way to give her away, since Sam is taking her out of the box.
Yeah,
Jeff is
sweet.
gonna be on camera.
I have so many-
Jeff's coming on camera.
Noise that.
Aw. That is a big ass knife.
Yeah. It's no.
All right.
Careful.
Anyway, so how we're gonna give her away is actually let's stick with this cooking theme. What's your favorite side dish? Because like poison ivy,
Sideshow.
side dish, but also I was thinking poison ivy like plant salad.
Oh, like side. Okay.
All
Side,
the
what's your
puns.
favorite side?
All the puns.
What,
Hashtag for it. So
hash-
there you go.
What
Hash-
side dish would be easy to poison? Right? That's what
No,
we're-
your favorite. What's?
Oh.
Don't listen to the
No.
producer.
We're not trying to recommend poisoning anyone.
Oh.
And so what you're gonna do is for the next like minute.
What's your favorite green side dish?
It doesn't have to be green.
Oh, never mind.
We're not gonna limit it because what if it's mac and cheese?
True.
We've been talking about mac and cheese a lot.
True.
Anyway, so put your favorite side dish in the chat and Buffy will pick a random winner starting now.
To be fair, we did have green mac and cheese at one time.
We did have green mac and cheese. That's amazing. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Michael Lankin, look what he wrote.
Last year for Halloween, I made some chocolate cake balls and fondant that looked like alien eggs hatching.
Nice.
I feel
Jason Dawson,
like
as an Australian.
I have to say that's not a knife. Knifey.
Together, Sam?
No. Oh, because
Yeah. I'm trying to slip it out. So we don't-
It's Sam proof.
it's Sam proof. Actually, it's Susan proof too.
It's
It's
Susan
S Factor proof.
Is it taped?
No,
No.
there's like
It's a little.
It's
there's
little
rubber
plastic
bands
nibs.
that are plasticed in
Oh.
there.
Little nubbins.
Sideshow side dish. Ooh, coleslaw, mashed potato. Now I'm just getting hungry.
Yeah.
Wait, sushi's a side dish? You think of sushi as a side dish?
Maybe they eat a lot and sushi's just on the side.
Fair. I mean, who am I? My old neighbor lost his foot in 1998 and he found a replacement under the bleachers at school. Is that true?
That better not be true.
Ooh.
Gonna replace it.
Raspberry white chocolate Rice Krispies.
Dang.
Raspberry white chocolate.
Get your knife.
That's
Is
your
that-
girlfriend.
is that
Yeah, I was like, that's your
Yeah.
girlfriend.
That shit's so good.
Can I get your knife again one more time? Sorry.
That's not a knife.
Lean
That's
into
a
it.
knife.
He has to lean.
Not a knife.
This is a knife.
I see you've played Knifey Spoony before.
All right, stop.
Stop!
Nice.
I'm just really nervous with Sam and a knife. I feel like I'm gonna get stabbed on camera,
No.
which will be like full circle since we talked about horror movies for most of the show.
Yeah, it's almost like we talked about it more with Sam than we did with Eric.
I know. Misty, shout out to the person Misty who wrote Lomi salad because I freaking loved that when I was a kid. I would eat it constantly, and I haven't had it in
Is it
years.
just a twisty thing or no?
Yeah, it is. It's just not coming out.
Did you break it?
No, I didn't.
He didn't break
You know,
it.
we do have to send this to somebody.
Yeah, we do have
Yeah,
to.
I know.
Maybe.
That's why I'm trying to be extra careful.
Wow! Don't pick me.
Don't pick me.
That's what Alex Aronowitz said. Don't pick me.
Because he's won a couple prizes.
Oh.
So he's just
A
playing
couple
along.
prizes.
There.
He's just playing along, kind of fun.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
Woohoo! I'm really stoked on this piece. It's a really, really cool piece.
I don't know what it is with me getting stuff out of the boxes live on camera.
I mean,
can
you
never
would
do
think
it.
you could do it pretty easily since we are S Factor.
Okay.
I like that one's slow and the other one's fast.
Arthur needs to not. Don't write that. That's a rude thing to write.
Okay, I put my winner in the chat.
The winner's in the chats.
What is it?
I don't know. I can't see. It hasn't refreshed fast enough yet. Oh no. Congrats to Gabriel Figueroa. Woohoo! Gabriel Figueroa what? You are taking home the Show Marasi Artist Alley piece from DC Collectibles. Just email social@sideshow.com and write your favorite food in the subject line or favorite side dish. And then write where you would like it shipped and your phone number in the body of the email. Thank you.
What was his side dish?
Yeah, what was his side dish?
I never heard it.
I'll say it for him. Brussels sprouts.
Oh, cornbread.
Ooh, cornbread.
Oh, yeah.
Cornbread.
Yeah.
Cornbread and baked beans.
I like drizzling honey on cornbread.
So good.
I'm really glad we
I'm
get to eat
so
lunch
hungry
after
now.
this
I
because I'm
know.
so
Joe
hungry.
would like to see it close up, but we can't.
We can't zoom in on this show.
We have to, like,
We could.
Jeff's gonna be on camera.
Jeff's on camera.
Jeff's on camera.
No, it's gonna be out of
That
focus.
sounds so good.
Yeah.
No,
We can't.
do it.
Sorry.
Well, now that you've been on camera, now
You know what's really funny is Jeff is on camera quite a bit in the unboxing videos. He's my floating hands.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
Oh yeah, you're all over one that's coming
Yeah.
out
There's
soon.
one that's coming up. I'm actually
yeah, he's in it a bunch for one that's coming out. Yeah, just saying. Gotta eat more cornbread. It's good with chili. Agreed.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
I don't know. Now I'm hungry. We're talking
know.
we're talking
Just
about
talk
how
about food.
you love to cook, and
Oh,
now
true.
we're all trying to keep our appetites in check for the next 15 minutes.
True.
So Sam,
Yes.
we're gonna start a book club.
Mm-hmm.
Would you want to read the first Stephen King? Do you even like Stephen King? Since you're gonna be the head of this.
I've read it. I've read. What else?
No Dark Tower?
I'm gonna give you some.
I actually haven't read the
Well,
Dark
Dark Tower. Here's
So
the thing.
good.
You really should read
You
that.
haven't read The Dark Tower?
Wait,
There's-
Sam,
that's-
Sam,
that's-
look at
okay.
me. Sam.
So don't kill me.
No, I'm not.
Dark
I-
Tower, Sandman, and
You haven't read Sandman.
a couple other ones. They're on my list.
Well, I haven't read Dune,
Exactly.
so
Yeah, I just got through Dune, and that was
A big one.
that's
cinnamon
so
rolls go with
but-
chili.
Yeah.
I read almost everything Stephen King ever wrote, but it took me 4 tries to get through Dark Tower.
Wow.
4 tries.
What?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dark Tower is like you can't put it
The
down.
book,
What
I
book
was
did you
like,
get to?
he's in the desert forever. And I
What
get
book
it.
did you get to?
I could not get through the first
Oh.
freaking book.
The first book is like the fastest read ever.
Once I got through, but because I've read all his other stuff, and his other stuff is so compelling, and I've been reading it since I was like 15 years old, hooked on Stephen King.
I like that she's like,
everything
it's
he
so
ever wrote.
compelling. So's the gunslinger.
Then when I get to the first book of, I kind of get to the end, and I'm like, okay, I get it. What's the next one? Can I just, and I years later I tried.
What's
to
really
read it.
funny
Yeah,
is
it's-
I
it
finally
took.
did read it all, and I did love it. But
Yeah.
it was a slow start. Oh my god, it's a slow start.
That's actually when I tried. I haven't read Game of Thrones, and when I tried to read Game of Thrones, that's how I felt about that.
So good.
And I never read Game of Thrones because of it. And one of my friends was like, "Oh, you just have to get through like the first 700 pages of this
No.
900-page
No.
book,
If-
and once
if-
you get through the first 700 pages, the whole rest of the series is
I'm
great."
gonna tell you right now, if you get through the prologue chapter of the first Game of Thrones book and you're not hooked, put it down.
Yeah, that's
like
what- yeah.
it's not for you.
Yeah.
But if you get through it and you're hooked on it, read the rest of
All
it.
right.
It's so
Fair.
good.
I
Okay,
was
so
not.
The question is, do you want to read the Stephen King book?
Yeah.
The first
Yeah.
book?
No, yeah. I
Cool.
never said I didn't. I've
No,
just
I
never
mean-
gotten around to it. Like
No, not Dark Tower. The
Oh.
one that we put in the chats
The new
earlier.
one,
The
The
new one.
Outsider.
The Outsider.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pick that as my first book. I'd have to read it first and then recommend it the month after. I guess the first book.
But we're all gonna read it
recommendation-
together.
No, you're
Yeah,
gonna
you're
read it
supposed
with
to.
us.
We're gonna all
Oh.
read it together.
Oh.
That's how book clubs work.
Oh. Okay.
It's not
Well-
Sam reads this and then he says read it.
Oh, I thought we were going off of Oprah rules. Never mind.
No, not Oprah.
No.
No.
Oprah's book club is she reads it and then tells you to read it.
Yeah.
This is, a regular book club is like, we're all gonna read this together.
Okay. Sure.
It's
Yeah.
like it's
Sure.
still like having homework. Okay, you're gonna read these chapters and then you again discuss the chapters.
It's really like he's so protective of his books that he's like getting nervous that I'm touching this like paperback book of his.
It's just a paperback, Sam.
Yeah, I know.
But he was like
No, yeah.
watching.
No, if you were,
he was
if you
like
were doing this on a
side eyeing
hardback,
me.
I'd be like, but yeah,
Yeah.
Paul Ripp, Dune. Like hearing you guys talk about Dark Tower, that's how I am with the Dune series.
Oh, I love Dark Tower. Michael Lampkin says read The Stand.
And then I've read it like
Mm-hmm.
8 times so far.
Yeah,
Stand is
I love The
fantastic.
Stand. The Stand is so good.
I'm actually, it's funny. I say I'm not reading a bunch of books at the same time. I'm like getting through American Psycho. I'm getting through The Road. I'm
Oh,
getting
The
through.
Road is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, I love The
Yeah.
Road.
Alex has a question.
Psycho.
Can anyone address the Sandman issue?
What's the Sandman
That
issue?
he
He hasn't
read
read
it?
Sandman.
Oh!
Apparently
I-
we need to discuss this, Alex thinks.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Like, everybody has read, like, oh, you know, Hush and Sandman and stuff like that. Me, I was reading stuff like Akira or...
I read Akira and I also read Sandman.
But I didn't have the benefit of working in a comic shop for a long time.
Dude, I read Sandman well before I worked
Yeah,
in
a
a
lot of
comic
my
shop.
stuff was full list.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
was
know.
gonna say I read Sandman. I'm not gonna age
It's
myself.
hard. It's hard to balance World of War, like as much as I played World of Warcraft and all those video games and stuff, and reading and
That's
like,
what you
yeah.
can do. You can say, Susan, I was playing World of Warcraft because
Yeah.
that's something I was not doing. You can't say like I was reading Akira because I totally also read Akira.
yeah, good stuff, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, Akira is amazing. If you guys have not read Akira,
Give it a shot. It's so good.
it's really good. Good to see Sam reading actual books and not just digital versions.
Yes,
Okay.
I do not recommend digital ever.
Oh.
I want
Audiobooks.
physical.
I was gonna say
Audio,
Audiobooks.
Audiobooks with little cinematic music underneath.
I agree to disagree on that. There are some books that I like if I'm traveling, having like a digital copy of a book is really, really easy. And I don't know. I will always buy physical books as well, but there's
There's a time and a place for everything.
yeah, exactly. And I used to say
Some.
what? I used to say no at all to digital books, but in my mature age,
It's a little elitist.
it's yeah.
Nothing feels good though as turning a page. So.
Oh yeah, nothing
Yeah.
feels as
But-
and,
but
it's-
yeah.
and when you open the book and the smell, like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
amazing. But
Plus, you get to be more braggy when you can write.
yeah, you're just like, look at my book.
Look,
What are you saying?
Smart.
Look how reedy.
Look how reedy I
What are you
am.
saying?
Look at me in the cafeteria reading. Oh wait, I'm sorry. What? Who does what?
I
Whatever.
was always the one at lunch with a big old book.
Whatever.
reading. I was like, oh, Autumn reads.
Whatever.
My favorite Dark Tower book is Wizard and Glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also like Wolves of the Kala, but like 4 and 5, Wizard and Glass, Wolves of the Kala, right there.
Yeah.
Another one I need to read is Wheel of Time. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But that's
Wheel of Time and Mists of Avalon.
Mists of Avalon.
Yeah.
Wow, Mists of Avalon.
Yeah.
I read those like in high school.
Yep.
Man.
Really good.
But Wheel of Time though, that's like an undertaking.
Mhm.
Like you have to
No, yeah, because
commit
there's
to
what,
that.
like 18
There's
books
like
or something like that.
yeah, 18 or 22, something like that. There's ridiculous amounts. La, 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 la. I love reading. I also like digital comics as well because I got through all of the like all of Darth Vader on digital comics, just going through. Does anyone listen to Audible count the same as reading? Yeah.
I think so.
I think listening to books is
listen
also
to
awesome.
audiobooks all the time.
When I was commuting, because I'm weird and I can't listen to music, I find it really distracting, like while I'm driving. So I have to listen to podcasts and audiobooks while I'm driving. So when I was commuting, I listened to so many audiobooks. Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
Visit SF soon, please. I'm from
San Francisco.
SF. What up, Bay Area? Yeah, that's where I grew up in San Francisco.
Lived there for a few years.
Yeah, yeah. La 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 la. I do like Wizard and Glass, but Wasteland is my favorite. Good. Audio, yeah. They're all really good.
Drawing of the three.
The Drawing of the Three is amazing.
It's a pivotal book right there too.
What?
It's a pivotal book.
I know. Drawing of the Three, yeah. Anyway,
We're also reedy.
we.
I'm sitting here. I'm like, I
It's
never
okay,
like.
Sam.
I feel like I wasted high school. It's like all I did was like do Harry Potter and a series of unfortunate events. I'm like, I'm good. I know they're good, but it's like,
I'm like, oh my god.
It was those
Dark
and then
Tower
video
came out when
games.
he was in high school.
ugh.
Oh man.
Did it really? Shoot.
I mean, I was not in high school.
I
Dang.
I was not in high school. Though someone was asking, I lost the question, was talking about Lone Wolf and Cub, which I feel like is up your alley. Did you read Lone Wolf and Cub?
I don't think
It's a
so.
manga, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I started it. I know I never finished it though, but I feel like you would like it. That seems like
Yeah, I'll have to look
doesn't
that
that
one
seem
up.
like a Sam book? Yeah. Very cool. Wow. I really like how we kind of went all over the place with topics. It's because we're Yeah. Did you and Des really meet in a bookstore?
We worked at
Did you
Borders.
guys have a meet cute?
You had a meet cute in a bookstore?
Oh,
Oh!
camera and tell us about it.
What? What
Worked
happened?
at Borders.
You worked at Borders together?
Yes.
Did she like drop a pile of books
Oh
and then
my
you had to help her pick them up?
Ugh.
Or were you leaf stocking on opposite
Opposite
sides?
sides?
Oh my god! And you reached for the same book and saw each other through the shelves?
Come
No.
on camera and tell us all about it.
This is Jeff's face. I'm gonna do a Jeff impression right now.
So he's gonna be on next week's show. Right?
Oh my
I feel
god.
like we had the deja vu.
No one read Tom Clancy. I've read some Tom Clancy.
No, I'm not really into
Not
war
really
sim
into those
books.
kind of thriller.
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
I mean, I've read some. I haven't read a lot.
I read the Halo novels, and I felt like that was about as much as I could like kind of get
Yeah.
out of military mil.
Des doesn't know what a meet cute is.
It's a
You know what a
meet
meet
cute.
cute is?
Do you know what a meet cute
I have
is?
no freaking idea.
Oh my god!
Wait.
Who does not know what a
Everybody,
meet?
show of hands in the audience.
Yeah, who does not know what a meet cute is? I mean, I have to put my hand down because I know.
Slap those raise hand
Only
emojis.
us
Wait, wait. You don't? Do you know?
I do know.
Okay, Jeff knows. Jeff knows.
Brett does not know.
I like Matt Oldfield says it's Lady and the Tramp with books.
Yes. Pretty much.
I mean, actually, that's a very
well,
good.
no, because it's not in a meeting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Oh my god, that's so funny.
I have no idea what a meet cute.
A meet cute is the point in a romantic comedy when the protagonists meet each other,
Uh-huh.
and it's like, ah.
Okay, I'm gonna drop the actual dictionary definition in chat.
Yeah. Oh my god. So it's like, I can't think of, now I cannot think of them. It's usually like something, like they get into a fight, or like they both go for the same last drink, and they both like, oh, I want this. I don't. And it's the
Oh,
point.
so like contact is made,
like
and then
Con-
it's like, oh,
yeah, it's
no.
first contact. It's
Oh,
first
first
contact.
contact.
Serendipity.
With Jodie
They both
Foster,
kind of
no.
Yeah.
have gloves.
Yes.
Yeah, it's serendipity with the gloves. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think we're using wrong examples for this group. Serendipity.
Wait. Okay. So.
Who's got a meet cute in, like, say, Star Wars? How to Han and Leia's
Like,
wedding.
in the trash compactor.
Yeah,
It's adorable.
it's so adorable when, Han is like, who the hell is this chick?
Anakin and Padme. Are you an angel?
That's the meet cute in Star Wars. Are you an angel?
No. The meet cute is I'm a person and my name is Anakin.
Oh my god. That's amazing. And yes, it is a real thing, Matt Oldfield. Yeah, it's when Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan meet in the park, or it's like when Meg Ryan, I mean, this isn't even a meet cute, because in like Sleepless in Seattle, they don't meet till the end at the
Yeah,
Empire
but,
State
like,
Building.
Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, you can't do it.
They don't do a meet cute ever.
You do it, like, even
Yeah.
like Joe versus a volcano, there's like many meets.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't watched enough romantic comedies.
Man,
I
I'm
can't
trying to
think
think
of
of.
There is no meet cute,
Huh?
and you've got male. Oh no, in the bookstore is the first time they meet face to face.
Yeah, but they fight because it's the whole.
But in the bookstore they meet face to face.
And he
for the
lies.
First time.
But he lies about who he is in that.
That's part of the meet cute, I guess, but it's dumb. Like
Yeah.
Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan don't have any good meet cutes.
Yeah, you got to think of like. See, like I'm thinking of like Ryan Reynolds and Sandra
Han
Bullock.
Had a meet angst rescue. Frederick
Oh,
says.
that's good. I think of like Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock in The Proposal, but that meet cute is literally like her verbally abusing him and then forcing him to marry her.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
What would
So.
Chewie and Maz's meet cute be?
I'm Dave. I'm Andrea.
Yeah.
Meet cute. Spell the
When
other
the
I have
person
heard
at
of-
Subway adds turkey meat to your sub in a special, carefully curl-folded way.
Aww.
Holy
Oh,
cow!
Oh, Frank, Notting Hill when she spills the coffee on him.
Yes,
There,
that's
that's
a meet
perfect.
cute.
That's a meet cute.
Again, might be the wrong audience.
Again. But Notting Hill is such a good movie. Yeah. Yeah. Where's her BF? Who's BF? Harry met Meg Ryan.
Is nothing but meet cutes.
Oh, when yeah, that's true.
Hey,
Yeah.
JJ Joe, same.
When will y'all show Gladiator Hulk?
We'll have a meet
I don't know.
We'll have a meet cute with Gladiator Hulk. All of a sudden, we'll walk in and be like, "Oh, Gladiator Hulk,
Oh.
you slayed this alien for
Was
me."
there was Gladiator Hulk, like that was a teaser thing, right? Or no?
It's up for pre-order.
Oh,
When
okay.
it comes in,
Yeah.
when it's here.
Yeah,
we'll
when
show
it's
it.
here.
When it's here, we will show it.
Yeah.
There should
Yeah.
just be a Meg Ryan movie called Meet Cute.
Found
There-
a smoked leg meat cute. Gross.
Oh my god, that could be a meet cute where it's like, oh my god, like she lost her leg in an accident and he finds it and he's like, oh.
This is
Wow.
definitely
They're
the
both
group
reaching for
that-
the same foot on the
Gross.
ground.
They're like, oh my gosh, they're both in Louisiana and they're like,
They're both serial
They're reaching
killers.
for the same foot, like.
and they're like, oh my god, you're a serial killer, I'm a serial killer. I was gonna make a lamp out of that foot. You were gonna make a lamp out of that
I have my foot here.
Wasn't
Oh
there
my
a movie? There's a movie with I think Simon Pegg, Luke Wilson, and like one other like girl. They're like all serial killers, and like through happenstance, they all end up in the same place or something.
Thanks for coming and don't forget
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember seeing that movie and it was trippy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was like, if it's a Simon Pegg movie, I probably saw it. But I don't know.
They're like all serial killers, and yeah.
Yeah, please find it. And right now, we're going to wrap up the show since
It
we're
is.
out of
It
time.
is out of time, yeah.
And
Sorry.
now we can actually eat since Sam
Yeah.
made us all hungry with
Sorry.
his good cooking.
With his severed foot talk.
Gross. Ugh.
Severed foot.
Yum.
Yay.
Getting some meat cute.
Getting some meat cute with a severed foot.
This
Mmm.
is what happens when you talk about meet cutes in this audience.
Meet
You're talking
cute.
to MEAT cute.
To be fair, we started with like murder and serial killers and horror and went into foots in Louisiana.
Just
Meet cute.
Feet cute.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh my god.
All topics I hate. Okay. Ugh.
and ranch dressing.
Oh.
Ranch dressing. Thank you,
Thanks,
Sam, for
cool.
joining us for
Let's make
this
that public.
Sideshow and Tell.
Yeah.
After we do our screening of
Awesome.
it, we will be sure to have Sam back. And you guys, we have tomorrow, 11 a.m., same bat time, same bat channel. This YouTube, you know where you are. This is a.
The YouTube
I'm
channel.
distracted by my hunger and the feet in Louisiana.
Gross.
So.
I'm so not hungry now.
Okay, guys, tomorrow, this channel, YouTube, right here, Sideshow Live at 11 a.m. Then on Friday, we have our Hot Toy Show, also here on YouTube at 11 a.m. Pacific time. These are all in Pacific time. So what? That's like 12 in the mountains. Central is 1. East Coast is noon.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Or East Coast is 2. Man, I can do
Because we're 3
time.
hours ahead of
See,
East
this
Coast.
is why I need people to tell me their time zones. Anyway, so that's on Friday. We have the Hot Toy Show. Then we're back next week, Sideshow and Tell. Same bat time, same bat channel here. Thank you all for watching. And don't forget,
To let your geek side show.
thanks for watching, guys. Bye.